instance, then, even if you looked at my platforms or my Instagram page or even my website, LaTanyaWashington.com, or the customer culture, you'll see even the list tour, everyone has a tagline. So as it comes to the brand or LaTanya Washington, or even as you see on my profiles, you'll see it'll say guiding or entrepreneurs are helping small businesses regain relevance in customer relations for greater interaction. That's my tagline. So therefore, I already know the people who come at me will be small business owners. Those are the only people that I want to speak to. I want to speak to entrepreneurs. And so I'm telling you, I'm helping small businesses regain relevance in customer relations for greater interaction. Because consumers go through a journey. They also have triggers. But you also want to get to the place as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, where you have consistent customers coming through the door. All right? And so in order to have that, you want to put yourself out there in the marketplace as allowing people to know exactly who you are speaking to. And that way you're then able to develop your content that will fit your tagline. We develop, and I teach this, of course you guys know, I'm a professor, so I teach this. We develop pillars. We develop topics of discussion. We develop topics that we know that is within our industry and that fits within that niche. And then, this is what we want to talk. Could be, I love to travel. I'm a travel enthusiast, or I help people in the travel industry. Well, then, okay, we could talk about travel. We're connecting to that audience. We're connecting to the people who love to travel. And then under another topic of discussion, as we're developing content, because that is content that we're developing. It could be about, okay, if you're looking to travel to Mexico, make sure that you have certain items to wear, or sharing more information about Mexico. It could be that you're telling them about the different attractions that are in Mexico. And so it's the little things, how to travel light, how to pack light. And so it's the things, that's how you begin to develop your content, you guys. And I know I want to make sure that you guys understand these things, because you're trying to reach an audience. And in order to reach that audience, you have to be relatable. And so make it easy on yourself. And so, if this is what it is that you love to do, it won't be so difficult. I do what I love to do because I've had so many experiences to where, and I know you guys have had the same thing, where it's either been, I'm traveling on the airlines and I get a bad stewardess, or you're trying to book a flight and bad customer service or a bad experience. We've all experienced this. And I put myself in the place, instead of complaining about it, I'm going to do something about it. And so my whole goal has been to, the customer culture is training bigger companies that have employees. And so I go in and I train them so they develop better practices when they connect to their audience. You see, it rolls off the tongue when you're passionate about what it is that you do, and it is my why, because I don't want to see people being neglected. I don't want to see people taken advantage of. I want to see people being taken care of. And so therefore, I recognize the only way for it to truly happen, especially within organizations, is they have to be trained. And what better time than ever than now, because as we see, especially that we've dealt with as we call the Great Resignation, people quit their jobs. And so now they're just finding people to fill those positions that have never been trained on dealing with people or customer relations. They're just going in for the money and not realizing, the big company not realizing, you can lose people because of your bad service. I still remember I went to a McDonald's one day and I had such bad service, I will never ever go to that McDonald's again. Did I let corporate know? I sure did. But I'll never go to that McDonald's again. So can you imagine that happening to you? But that's the time and age that we live in. And so